You are listening to Christian Audio's production of This World, Playground, or Battleground by A.W. Tozer. This book is read by Jim Denison. This audio recording was produced in 2016 by Christian Audio, which owns the copyright. No portion of this recording may be reproduced for any reason without prior written consent from Christian Audio. This edition issued by contractual arrangement with Moody Publishers. Originally published in English as This World, Playground or Battleground. Copyright 2005 and 2009 by the Moody Bible Institute of Chicago. All rights reserved. Please visit christianaudio.com, facebook.com/Christian Audio, or twitter.com/Christian Audio to offer your impressions of this work and to explore additional titles. Publishers Forward. I first heard A.W. Tozer on July 4th, 1946, at Delta Lake Bible Conference Center in Rome, New York. He preached from Colossians chapter 1, verses 15 through 17, on the supremacy of Jesus Christ. As a young ex-serviceman, I sat spellbound as that master pulpiteer exalted our Savior and Lord in a remarkable message. 42 years later, I also had the twin honor of being one of his successors as editor of Alliance Life, the official magazine of the Christian and Missionary Alliance, and more recently of being the publisher of most of his books. Since the first copies of The Pursuit of God rolled from the presses, people who bought Tozer's work instinctively knew they had discovered a 20th century prophet. For the 13 years that Dr. Tozer edited Alliance Life, this self-taught, spirit-taught Pennsylvanian produced a veritable gold mine of editorials. People subscribed to the magazine just to read his incisive writing. Occasionally, of course, Tozer referred to then-current issues or events, such as the Korean War. Strike those dated sentences, and it's amazing how contemporary his editorials are after 35 or more years. Such is the mark of a true prophet. Over the years, many of those editorials have been preserved in books, the first 3 of which were prepared by Dr. Tozer himself. Then, Anita Bailey, his managing editor, produced the next 3 collections after his death. In 1984, Harry Verbluk, a retired Chicago businessman who sat for 30 years under the preaching of Dr. Tozer, and who became his friend and confidant, undertook to arrange the remaining material for publication. If this is your first introduction to the writings of A.W. Tozer, you're about to have your mind stimulated and your heart warmed. Plunge in at once. Join the large company of readers who continue to be drawn to one who, through the media of pulpit and print, shared with fellow believers his knowledge of the holy. H. Robert Cowles, December 1988. Chapter 1. This World, Playground or Battleground. Things are for us not only what they are what we hold them to be. That is to say, our attitude toward things is likely, in the long run, to be more important than the things themselves. This is a common coin of knowledge, like an old dime worn smooth by use, yet it bears upon it the stamp of truth, and must not be rejected simply because it is familiar. It's strange how a fact may remain fixed, while our interpretation of the fact changes with the generations and the years. One such fact is the world in which we live. It's here, and has been here through the centuries. It's a stable fact, quite unchanged by the passage of time. But how different is modern man's view of it from the view our fathers held? Here we see plainly how great is the power of interpretation. The world is for all of us not only what it is what we believe it to be. And a tremendous load of woe or weal rides on the soundness of our interpretation. Going back no further than the times of our founding and early development of our country,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?